Recently I picked up this King Griller. As you can see, the smoke just dumps out the sides. It's a kind of a smoker, mostly just charcoal grill. My first break-in, it melted most of the paint off the firebox. I just used some wood stove polish to keep it from rusting. But yeah, I got it really cheap from Lowe's. Smoking my silicone. Alright, I did some work to this King Griller. Used some 5/8 stove gaskets. 3/8 across the rear. Looks like I still have some smoke escaping, but not much. Nothing out across the front. I still would like to get some for the door, but a little bit of hammering, it actually turned out nice. I ain't losing too much. One thing I do have nice to say about the King Griller and also Char Griller products, they don't paint the insides of their smoke boxes or their cooking boxes. Makes it easy for seasoning. I added an Oklahoma Joe's thermometer because the original thermometer was absolute garbage. I've been using black cherry wood in the firebox. Works great, little tiny splits. Burn real nice and even. It's definitely been a learning experience. I have maybe $50 invested in this whole thing. I'm still waiting on grill grates to come. But it's been an interesting project. I've never cooked with an offset before, so it's been kind of fun. I've only got to use it a couple times now. I figured I'd master this one before I buy an expensive one. I picked up this tri-tip a couple weeks ago and I was trimming some of the fat off, and I figured I'd render some of it down, cooked it with some thyme and some garlic, used it to adhere my seasonings, and I'm just using salt and pepper and garlic today. It's one of my main spices. It really is very basic, but it makes everything so good. And I am using a 16 mesh pepper. They call it butcher block pepper. Alright, looks like this offset's ready to go. We'll get this tri-tip put in place and come back in a couple hours. Man, I can't wait. The thermometer I'm using for this is my Weber Connect. I have still been having some good luck with it. Haven't had any complete issues. It doesn't charge fully to 100%, but it still works. It's been almost 2 hours. We'll take a peek here. When cutting a tri-tip, you want to cut it right where the grains come together, and then cut it against the grain. Man, that's so juicy, and it was so tender. We'll get it cut up here. And I cooked it to an internal of 145 degrees. Some like it a little less, but I think it was perfect. The meat is so tender and so soft. It's almost kind of like brisket. Not fully pull apart, but it is excellent. And I highly suggest, if you find a tri-tip, snag it up and give it a try. It's very simple to cook. Very simple. And hard to leave alone. And here it is, all plated up on my finest china.